Hello all, my name is Professor Benedict, but you can call me Eggy, and today we're going to be talking about a study done by Larry D. Taylor and his team at the University of California, Berkeley. This study was searching for answers to the mysteries of ancient metastitic whale migrations. Metastitic whales are a suborder of whales. Most common are the blue whale and the gray whale. This suborder is unique in that they have baleen plates in their mouth, which help them filter plankton out of the water for consumption, along with their fascinating annual migrations for breeding. They travel extremely far distances, often spanning from Mexico to Hawaii to Alaska, seeking out varying environmental conditions. In the wintertime, metastitic whales travel to areas with tropical warm waters where they can find other potential mates and create offspring in a comfortable setting. A young metastitic whale does not need someone to teach it to travel such great lengths, but it will naturally travel thousands of miles to these breeding grounds. There are still many unknowns related to this incredible behavior, like when did metastitic whales evolve to have this behavior? Did all prehistoric metastatic whale species migrate? And has this behavior been constant through time, or has it disappeared and returned at any point? What we do know is that over time, both the trait of migrating long distances and the favoring of larger body sizes over smaller was developed and evolved in nearly all species of metastatic whale. It is generally believed that both of these characteristics developed during the Pliocene, which is about 5 million years ago, although narrowing down this time chunk was one of the main goals of Dr. Taylor's investigation. So when you're looking to reconstruct ancient animal migrations, there are a few methods that you can go about doing it. Staple isotopes will not work because there needs to be living, growing tissue cells in the sample. Other migration patterns have been studied using isotopes from tooth enamel. Unfortunately, whales do not have any teeth to extract enamel from, so this is also a dead end. So, what is the answer for tracking ancient whale movements? Barnacles. For millions of years, many species of barnacles have been prevalent and attracted to whales as hosts. Barnacles like to stick themselves onto whales, where they live as sessile filter feeders. In this study, we are looking at one species of barnacle known as the Coronula diadema. Coronula diadema live within 6 petals of calcite plates, which protect them. As their environment changes, the barnacles grow and deposit new growth along the shell base. The oxygen isotopes within each layer of growth can vary based on the surrounding temperature and isotopic content of the seawater around it. So you can think of it like the inside of a tree, where the rings are the different layers of the barnacle. Distinct layers can tell you something about the water chemistry and the temperature of the area where the barnacle was living when it was still alive. This means that when a whale migrates from a cold environment to a warmer breeding ground, the barnacle that it is toting around will carry a history of these movements inside of its layers. In Taylor's experiment, they used a number of modern-day whales which had died and washed up to shore to see what their barnacle layers suggested. Having already known the established migration path for these species today, they could use these oxygen isotope patterns as a control before beginning their next step. They then took Pleistocene-age Coronula diadema fossils and compared their oxygen isotope records with those of the modern-day barnacles. This allowed them to look at the difference in migration paths of ancient and modern-day whales. In the end, they found that the isotope patterns within the barnacle layers were nearly the same. The results point towards the conclusion that the migration behavior was taking place in many different metastitic whale species during varying points throughout the Pleistocene. Along with this, their findings are a piece of evidence towards proving that this phenomenal behavior has been taking place for at least hundreds of thousands of years.